Hello friends, it's Holly. I'm back again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about my final thoughts on the Maybelline Superstay Foundation. Just kind of giving you a rundown of my experiences with it and what my final verdict is. And if you are liking my videos, if you could please go into YouTube and subscribe to my channel and like the videos that you're enjoying more than others. Helps me to know what you all are really enjoying and what to continue making. So just a little thought on that, but without further ado, we're going to get into the full-blown review of the Maybelline Superstay Foundation. So in my first video, which was my first impressions where I was applying it on camera with you all, I enjoyed the fact that it was super matte when you first applied it. And I used my Holy Grail, tried and true, Benefit the Professional Primer in combination with it. And so I also told you all I was going to use two other primers in the following 2 days to just see how it performed with them. So day one, I didn't notice a lot that was negative about it, but I pretty much stayed home that whole day. I was planning to go somewhere that evening and changed my plans. So it did okay, but I still wasn't really sure about it. I was like, well, this is looking all right by the end of the night. I wore it for probably 8 more hours, and I felt like it was looking all right. So day two, I used it in combination with the Smashbox Primerizer. So it's a primer and moisturizer in one. Now I thought that primerizer, would really work for me because as I've shared before, my face wash is drying my face out a little bit in combination with kind of the dry heat in the winter and things. So I thought maybe that might be just kind of what the doctor ordered as far as a primer went, so I could get some moisture back into my face. Well, no. Absolutely not. By probably 4 or 5 hours in, it was just a grease pit. I mean, so oily in my T-zone, which caused the foundation to not really stay on the way it should or look set the way that it should. It was breaking down on my nose really badly, and kind of in this area as well, it was breaking down. And so it was a hard no with that primer in combination with the foundation. Day three, I used that e.l.f. primer that I talked about in my makeup graveyard video, and I really have enjoyed that primer in the past. I wanted to try it with it because it has kind of a more tacky finish on your face. So like after you apply the primer, if you touch your face, you can feel the littlest bit of stickiness, but it's not a lot. It's very light. But I have enjoyed that primer in the past because it feels like it blurs out my pores and any fine lines and wrinkles, etc. But it was a definite no-go. I was filming another video. I can't remember which one, but I paused for a second and said, I'm just looking at the way this foundation is performing that I'm testing out. And it was because I was noticing that it was just patchy and creasy here in my smile lines. It wasn't looking good on the nose. So that was a negative. And I hadn't had it on that long at all at that point. I can't even remember the exact amount of time, but it hadn't been but a couple hours tops. Maybe 4 hours, but no, I don't even think it was close to that long. So then I was supposed to film this video yesterday after I'd completed the 3 days of trying it. And I ended up going car shopping all day, having to go straight from there to teach my class at church, then to Sam's Club because it's a snowy day here today. So we needed to get some groceries and things to last if we couldn't leave the house today or tomorrow. And it was awful. Absolutely awful. And I used it in combination with the Benefit Professional Primer. So I thought that maybe it would perform okay because most things do with that. No, absolutely not. Right here in between, like where my nose and my face meet, it looked like I hadn't even blended it out. It was like a white crack here and here, like I had never even buffed it in the morning or anything, which I did. And I always pay special attention to that area because product can kind of get trapped in there and not blend out properly. So I always pay extra close attention to that area. But it just seemed like after, it was probably about 5 hours when I really paid attention to it. And it just looked so cakey all over my nose, my upper lip, my smile lines, in here, in between my eyes, all on the chin. What it looked like is like I had taken some kind of powder and gotten the powder wet and just stamped it in those areas. So it was like stamped it with a beauty sponge. So it was just like holy and patchy and not good. So I even gave it an extra day, and I'm wearing it today, and it just does nothing. It does nothing for my face. I mean, you can see like all the little imperfections, and I just put it on today, again, using the Benefit Primer just for the sake of filming this video because, like I said, I'm not going anywhere today. It's very snowy. It's like a blizzard. It's weird because the wind is just blowing everywhere, so the snow's not going in one direction. Half of my driveway has like very little snow on it, and the other half has like that much. It's insane. So I'm not going to be going out and about anywhere. So for the sake of this video, I decided to go ahead and use it again. But the Maybelline Superstay Foundation, after lots of trial and error, is a hard no for me, which was surprising to me because one of my YouTubers that I feel like I can kind of relate to in her issues with her skin, being oily in the T-zone, says that she loves it. And usually any complexion product she uses, if she loves it, I'm going to love it too. So I was very surprised, extremely surprised that this didn't perform. But bottom line, Milani wins again, man. Milani. I've never had a drugstore foundation that could even hold a candle to this stuff. Winter or summer, whatever, it is the best. So I'm probably going to scrape the last little bit out of this bottle and use it until I can get to the store that sells it. And it's crazy because I really wanted to love a foundation that sold at Walgreens because Walgreens is right in my area of town. Right by everything I do. I go by there every single day. If I leave the house, I'm going past Walgreens. So it would be convenient to have something there that I really love, but the Maybelline Superstay is not it. So I'll just continue going out of my way to get the Milani, like significantly out of my way. But that's okay, because as long as it works, it's totally worth it. So I do not recommend the Maybelline Superstay Foundation. Like I said in the video when I was first applying it a few days ago, that it dried down very matte. So if you have a dry skin, then you're not going to love this because I feel like it's going to be too dry for you. But me, with the oily T-zone, that was where I had the issues with it. Oh, I forgot to mention one more issue I had with it. So the kind of, when you apply your makeup, it seems like the first products to go, as in like to fade off and not really last, are going to be your bronzer and your blush and potentially even a highlight if you use it. They're going to fade off the fastest. One, if you touch your face at all, you're kind of brushing that product away. And what I noticed was when my bronzer, after many hours of wear, when my bronzer would start to fade away, I had a white patch where the bronzer was and where it looked like I had zero foundation on. So in the process of blending my bronzer in, this foundation breaks down. And I don't have a problem with it doing that with any other foundations that I use. So I had white patches here and here where the bronzer wore off, but the foundation was gone right along with it. And that's usually not the norm. I'll lose the color on my bronzer, but I'll still have the color on my face from the foundation. So that was another negative about it. So I don't even remember what I was saying before that thought came to mind, but I just wanted to share that as well. So this is a no. I will be returning this. I save my receipt for any new product that I buy to test it out and see what I think before I lose money on it. And so this is when I'm going to return. Walgreens does honor returns like that. They're not going to really question you. I think one time I tried to explain to them why I was returning something when I did, and they were like, we don't really even need to know. So you got your receipt. You've got the product, you can return it, it's all good. One more little tip kind of for you, if you do shop at Walgreens for some makeup, Walgreens already has a rewards program where you earn points, and I believe it's for every 1,000 points, you get $1 store credit. So, and the points add up really, really quickly. Well, they also have my mom told me about this, a beauty enthusiast rewards program in addition to the rewards that you're already getting. And for every $50 you spend on beauty related products, they will give you an additional 5,000 points. So you don't have to spend the $50 all at once. It can accumulate. But as soon as you hit that $50 mark, you get another $5,000 banked into your rewards account. And so basically for every $50 you spend, you're getting $5 back. I like to kind of save my points up for when I'm going on like a bigger shopping trip there. So if I'm buying, say, diapers, or if I'm buying 3 or 4 makeup products, and I know that I have a lot of points in the bank, then I'll ask the cashier how many points I have and say it's 8,000 points. And I'll say, all right, let's go ahead and apply that to this purchase and get $8 off. So it's kind of nice. At my Walgreens, they didn't know about it. The manager told me they didn't have it. So my mom just sent me a little picture of her receipt where it talked about opting into that program. And when I showed it to them, they figured it out and got me enrolled. So just something that you can do to get some extra cash back applied towards your purchase. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Maybelline Superstay Foundation is a no for me. If you love it, please comment and let me know. I'd just like to know what type of skin tones this product is working for. That way, if anyone ever asks me about it or asks about a foundation that might work for them, if it's working for you and you tell me why, then I'll be able to kind of share that information with someone else. I hope you're having a great day. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate it. God bless you, and I will see you next time.